Good morning, friends. So I am in my IntelliJ, and let's start coding for Chapter 4, Serialization with Versioning. I strongly suggest that you type the code along with me. Let me create the package first. Alt, insert, package, and let's type serialization, versioning, and Chapter 4. Similarly, I will create in our test package as well for writing the test class. Package, Control V. Okay. So now we have got this package ready. Now let's start writing this our market data Pojo object. It would be very much similar to what we have done in chapter 3. So we'll just use the same. So I will copy this market data with file from chapter 3, Control C, and then Control V here. And then I will change the name of this market data with versioning. Okay. So to just identify that we are on chapter 4. Just let me click this. So, okay, it will open something like this. And let me make some small changes here. Let me, first of all, make it bigger. Okay. So we have got our private field members here. It implements serializable, and all the fields are same. We have also got the getters and setter methods for each of the private fields. The only thing I need to change here is our toString method. So I will delete this existing one, which I've copied, and again, Alt, insert, toString. Okay. So we have got this market data with versioning Java Pojo class, which we are going to serialize first. Okay, so I will again copy this and create something like similar with the test name, test. Okay. Let me again make it bigger. Okay. Now again, the test class would be also similar to chapter 3, where we learned about the file serialization. So I will just copy this from here. Let me copy this whole thing here, and then we'll make the important changes for this specific chapter. So let me go again back here. So we created a private file member as serialization file where we'll store our serialized stream of bytes. Then I will change the name of this file as this class name, market data with versioning test, and this will be created in our resources folder. And rest everything in the setup looks good. We'll create the file when it doesn't exist. And we also have got an small assert statement, whether the file was created or not. And then we have this test serialize method where I will check test basic serialization for Java Pojo with versioning. That's the only display name I'm going to change. And for the Java object that we had to serialize, I will change it to our chapter 4 Java Pojo object, market data with versioning, this one. And then we give some values to the private field members, and then we serialize it using object output stream dot write object. Okay, so this test serialize looks good now. Similarly, let me make changes for test deserialize. So I will change the display name or the test name as with versioning. And yeah, so one more change is that I will change the cast of the object to be pointing to chapter 4, and we do the basic serializations here, assert not null, and all these fields. So our test serialize and test deserialize methods are all good and exactly same as what we did in the previous chapter for serialization with file. So first of all, let's see that let's try to generate the exception that we discussed, that we don't provide the versioning, because in this class right now I'm not providing any serial version UID, right? So let's see that what are the implications of it. So let me just first of all run this test serialize method. Let me run this. I can run it or press Control Shift F10. Okay, so it runs well and it's having a green tick mark. And also let's see that we have got this versioning test class. So guys, as we discussed in the theoretical chapter for theoretical video, in the previous video, that because we are not providing any serial version UID in our Java Pojo class, so JVM will use the SHA1 hash function to create a serial version UID automatically based on the structure of this class. Okay, and now let's make some changes in this class. Let me add some other methods so that our class is changed now. So the easiest way is that I can insert equals and hash code method, right? So again, I will just press Alt insert. Let me go back. Alt insert equals and hash code. So we will use the ID to generate the hash code for us and equals method as well. So that's it. And we have the idea here is that we have changed the structure of the class after adding these two equals and hash code method. Now, once we deserialize it now, because we haven't provided any serial version UID, what JVM will do is that it will again calculate the SHA1 and it will try to compare it with the previous version that we have already serialized in this in our serialized file. So let's see what happens because we haven't provided it. Let's see. So I will go back here to my test class and then I will run this test deserialize. Let me run this. As we can see that now we are getting invalid class exception. It's very much clear written that the local class is incompatible. The stream class serial version ID, it will not match which. Okay, so you can see that there are different serial version UID. One which was, so this one serial version UID was created by JVM when we run the test serialize method with the older version of the class. Older version means that when I didn't implement the equals and hash code methods. So I changed the structure of the class. So one version was there when it was before adding this, and that was printed there. And then I made the changes in the class. And again, when I run the deserialize unit test case, it will again calculate the serial version UID, and it found that it to be different. Then that's why it threw that invalid class exception. So as we discussed that we can declare our own serial version UID as a final private static final long variable, and so that the JVM will not generate on its own and use it. So let's see that what are the different ways that how we can create this serial version UID.